We saw the brand new E-Klasse at its world premiere, then we got to drive in the back of it in Geneva. Now we're here in Portugal to drive the car for ourselves.
But before we get to the driving, let's take a closer look at the design. Elegance is the first word that comes to mind when looking at the new E-Klasse. The elongated shape, the short overhangs and the overall dynamic appearance really get you excited for what the rest of the car can bring.
There are some fantastic new features in the interior of the brand new E-Klasse. Firstly, the brand new 12.3-inch side-by-side display screens, which make a huge widescreen display. You can select one of 3 different modes, either progressive, classic or sporty for the display, and then fully customize it to suit your own needs. On the steering wheel, you have swipe controls, which work just like a smartphone, which means you can make a selection without ever needing to take your hands off the wheel. You can talk to your car using Linguatronic, and for even more comfort, you can pick from one of 64 different colors for the ambient lighting. The E-Klasse is known for comfort and space, and this one is absolutely no exception. Everything feels roomy, comfortable and spacious, and the seats are fantastic as well. Whether you're driving or you're stationary, they give you just as much comfort and support as you could possibly want. That's the front. Let's have a look in the back. As you can see, there's really plenty of room in the back as well. The wheelbase of this car has grown by 65mm, which really changes the way the ride feels. But amazingly, the overall length of the car has only grown by 43mm. There's so much room in the back, I think you can say that there's enough space for anything you could possibly want.
Besides plenty of space and the latest technology, the other exciting eye-catcher is the materials and their workmanship.
At launch, the Mercedes E-Klasse comes with an available choice of 3 engines. The E200, a petrol producing 184 horsepower, the E220D, Mercedes' brand new diesel engine, 2 litres, producing 194 horsepower and 400 Newton-meters of torque, and all that while producing a fuel efficiency of just 3.9 litres for every 100 kilometers driven. Or there's our car, which has the top engine, the E350D, and that produces 258 horsepower and 620 Newton-meters of torque. Later on, they'll be joined by the E400 4MATIC and the E350e plug-in hybrid. The best way to describe the drive is extreme comfort, and amazingly, even with all that additional technology on board, none of it distracts you from the drive. If anything, it only serves to make it even more comfortable. If you want things a little more sporty, however, you can just select a different driving mode and you have all the power that you need. Brilliantly, all of the E-Klasse models now come with the 9G-tronic automatic gearbox as standard, but there's much more to explore.
Standard equipment includes an active brake assist, which can prevent rear-end collisions or at least significantly reduce their severity. There are many other optional assistance systems, but the most significant one is probably the Drive Pilot. Depending on its configuration, it can come with road sign recognition, which works with the adaptive cruise control. It allows the car to maintain the distance between it and the vehicle ahead. It also automatically keeps the car in its own lane up to a speed of 130 km per hour. To achieve this, it doesn't even need clearly visible lane markings. The system can also automatically change lanes after the driver has switched on the indicator for at least 2 seconds, assuming the traffic in the desired lane is clear. The Mercedes E-Klasse is easily the quietest car in its segment and provides ride comfort at the highest possible level. Add to this the latest safety features and the most up-to-date technology, and both driver and passengers really feel the full benefit.
Mercedes promised a lot with the launch of the new E-Klasse, and they needed to. The E-Klasse has always stood for the highest level of technology, comfort and design available for Mercedes in the segment. And with this car, they've raised the bar even higher.